you're doing some videoing?
Yeah, I'm talking about the murder that occurred here.
Okay, so I have to ask you not to do that. I just had some complaints from customers that were feeling uncomfortable.
Currently, Pensacola, Florida. You know how I roll, always at the scene of the crime. Today, we're gonna take a walk to this Home Depot. A murder occurred there August 11th, 2023. An 18-year-old employee working at this Home Depot, Brooklyn Sims, was brutally cut down and murdered by her on-again, off-again boyfriend, 20-year-old Sheila AG. What's disgusting about this story is the blatant public execution that was brought upon Brooklyn, and also the fact that the murderous scumbag had his own mother encourage him to do this and help him as well. One of the most unusual and disgusting murders occurred right at this Home Depot. We're gonna take a walk over there and I'm gonna show you right the exact spot where the murder occurred. So back on August of 2023, 20-year-old Keith Sims seems to be having some problems downstairs. He's concerned. He goes to a local health clinic to get an STD test. A few days later, it comes back positive. And he gets really, really mad. At the time, he's on again, off again with 18-year-old Brooklyn Sims, and they have a 2-year-old child together. So he's just besides himself. Really, really PO'd. And he knows for a fact that Brooklyn gave him this STD because she was the only woman that he had been sleeping with in the last 2 months. Now, normally, normal people would confront the person and be like, what gives? No, not this guy. This guy has severe, severe issues. And he is besides himself. So he calls his mother, 51-year-old Sheila AG. And he says, Brooklyn gave me an STD. And she says, well, you know what you gotta do? Well, what's that? Like confront her and say like, what happened? No, you gotta kill her. Yeah, you gotta kill her. And this guy's like, yeah, you're right. He goes to his grandmother's home, gets his gun, and he starts making the drive after leaving work from the Alabama border. He lived in Alabama, over to this Home Depot right where we're walking up onto right now. Now, Keith knows that Brooklyn is working at this Home Depot because, well, his mother told him that she was working there. And she would know because they both work together. They don't work for Home Depot, they work for WIS International. It's basically a company that goes around different stores, counting the store's inventory. She got her the job there. So they have a exchange of text messages. I want to read you some of the exchange. You're not gonna believe your ears. Now, any normal mother, when your son would tell you, I'm so mad I could shoot somebody, kill somebody, you're probably gonna wanna talk him down. Not this freak, not at all. She tells him in a text exchange, quote, if you don't come kill her, you a mother effing B. What the hell? And then she also tells him, she says, well, he responds back to her. He said, but that's another thing. If she doesn't get out of the car, Mama, I'm gonna have to drag her out. And then I'm gonna have to ask you to step out because I'm gonna open the door and just shoot her. So basically, she's gonna set Brooklyn up in the parking lot. And he doesn't want to shoot his mother, of course. He just wants to shoot her. And his intentions are pure evil. Gonna kill her. So the mother monster, she replies, quote, "As long as you don't shoot me, hell, if you getting off work now, I'll give you the address here and you could ride over here and do it. So you don't have to do it in front of your daughter." And then Keith tells her, "Send me the address." And then Sheila says, "Hold up, let me get it. Let me erase these text messages because I don't want nobody to know I was texting your stupid ASS." Guys, we're talking about two people that are talking about a premeditated murder. Like they're talking like they're gonna have a yard sale, like they do this every day. So Keith makes the drive to this Home Depot right here. So he's walking through these doors. Now, he doesn't know quite exactly where she's at, but he would quickly find her. She's doing her job. She's right here on aisle 52. As he turns the corner, she's right in this aisle right here. And he tells her, confronts her, says, "Hey, you gave me an STD." And she says, "I don't know what you're talking about," or whatever. So she turns around to walk away and he pulls out his gun and shoots her 5 times. And she drops right here at this very aisle. And this is ultimately where Brooklyn was murdered, right here. So after he shoots and ultimately kills her, he exits these doors and he runs into his vehicle. And he would go screeching out of this parking lot. Now, in the process of killing Brooklyn, he also caused a couple of employees that were working with her, they got hit, grazed by a couple of the bullets. So he would quickly be apprehended and caught. And mind you guys, this murder, I don't believe the actual murder itself was, there was a camera on that aisle, but of course there's cameras everywhere, so they have plenty of video of this guy going into Home Depot, the murder happening, and then he runs out. So they quickly apprehend this guy. So after he's arrested, he's taken to the Escambia County Jail and he's booked on first-degree murder. Now, his trial and conviction will ultimately end very quickly, within 4 months. I don't know why, because I'm not his lawyer, but he goes on the witness stand to tell exactly what took place. Ultimately, his own testimony did him in. So the jury, of course, finds him guilty because he's admitting on the stand what he did. So he's sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. He's never getting out. He's going to be smelling other guys' body odor for the rest of his entire life. Now, about a few weeks later, after the murder occurred, Sheila AG, she's arrested too. And she's charged with principal to premeditated murder. And this broad has the nerve, after the murder was committed, to go to a memorial that was being held for Brooklyn, where they did a balloon release. I never heard of anything like this ever in my life. So she's arrested and she's going on trial and she's facing life without the possibility of parole. That's the minimum that they can sentence her to. So she somehow, during the court process, she has her attorney try to throw out some of the evidence. They want her to throw out the balloon release video. And they also, and this is stupid, they want the text messages thrown out. Why do you want the text messages thrown out? What are you talking about? That's the crux of the prosecution's case. It's the text messages of you texting your son saying, go kill her. So they said okay to throwing out the balloon video. I don't know why they would want that thrown out. And then, however, the judge says, no, we're not going to throw out the messages that you texted between you and your son talking about killing this poor girl at this Home Depot. So you would think just by those text messages alone that this is an open and shut case, that she was tried, convicted, and she's sitting in a Florida prison, stewing in her own juices, never to see the light of day ever again. Not at all. No, because in America, unfortunately, our jury system is imperfect. And sometimes you got a lot of people who have nothing better to do than to be professional jurors. So sadly, the case was declared a mistrial. So why was there a mistrial? I mean, this pretty much is an open and shut case, especially with those text messages. Nope, not at all. You see, there was a problem somewhere in the jury. Something to do with some kind of racial tension going on between the jurors. And I don't know what's going on with that because, well, the victim is black, the killer is black, the killer's mother is black, from what I can tell. So they're all black. I don't understand what's going on here. So one of the jurors basically says, we're not having...
Excuse me, I have a question. Is there any particular reason why you're doing some videoing?
Yeah, I'm talking about the murder that occurred here.
Okay, so I have to ask you not to do that. I just had some complaints from customers that were feeling uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, there was a woman with filming me. I don't know why. No, you're being filmed, so.
So we just ask that you don't film on the property without prior authorization.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because you are on private property.
Well, I'm gonna leave now. I'm pretty much done with the story.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem. Take it easy now.
Mm-hmm.
You know you really made it on YouTube when you get thrown off the Home Depot parking lot premises. So I do take that as some kind of a badge of honor, if you will. Let us briefly make our escape to Northern Tool and Equipment. I had to go back to my van and change hats in case the police were called. They're looking for a gentleman with a white hat. I don't have a white hat. I have a blue hat that says 600,000 subscribers, no cheating. If you know, you know. Going back to the clown pool of jurors on that case. So other than some form or another of racial overtones going on behind the scenes, one of the jurors says that the arguments that they're having during the deliberations are getting so chaotic and so violent that one of the jurors, she fears for her life. Not only that, but one of the other jurors, he has a pacemaker, and he's saying that he can feel his blood pressure going up and that he's concerned for his health. Oh, but the best one of all, this is my favorite juror on this case, is this woman right here. She's Pensacola's crossword puzzle champion extraordinaire. This lady, during the trial, is sitting in the jury box doing crossword puzzles. Not only is she doing crossword puzzles, But she's very proud that she's a crossword puzzle champion. As a matter of fact, she does a quick little interview with the news here in Pensacola. How would you like that? How do you like that? Yeah, you know, listen, I gotta give it to that lady. You know, hey, she's going down with that crossword puzzle ship of hers. Unbelievable, unbelievable. But I guess she is multi-task capable. I guess you could put that on her resume if she were looking for work. So ultimately, the defense was granted a mistrial. So for right now, Sheila AG is sitting in a, I'm imagining the Escambia County Jail, and they're gonna proceed with another trial. And let me tell you, I don't believe there's any possibility, because of this case receiving so much media attention, I don't think that anybody is gonna find her not guilty. I think she's gonna be found very guilty, and she's ultimately gonna spend the rest of her frickin' life in prison, where she belongs with her disgusting son. Mother and son, two complete scumbags. Anyways, guys, I'm out of here. I've talked your ear off long enough. We're going to this place right here, the Sweet Dream Inn. This is a quick story that I'm going to be doing. 3-minute story, gonna add it to another video. A senseless murder. Catch up with you on the next one, guys. Be good. Thank you for following me. Appreciate you. Peace out.